Have you ever had one of those days where you just feel off? Like there's a fog in your brain you can't quite shake? Your mood is on a roller coaster you didn't sign up for, and your energy's just gone. You're doing all the things you're supposed to do, but you still feel drained, irritable, and disconnected. What if I told you that one of the most powerful tools to lift that fog, balance your mood, and reclaim your energy isn't locked away in a pharmacy or a complex therapeutic technique? What if it was something your body is literally designed to do? Today, we're diving deep into a topic that is fundamentally transformative for mental well-being: exercise. But we're not talking about punishing workouts or chasing a certain body type. We're talking about movement as medicine. We'll explore the specific types of exercises that can profoundly impact your mental health, rebalance your hormones, and genuinely boost your mood and lifestyle. I remember a time not too long ago working with my colleague Alex. Alex was drowning in work stress, sleeping poorly, and feeling a constant low-level hum of anxiety. He told me, "I feel like I'm a passenger in my own life, just reacting to everything." The idea of exercise felt like just another chore on an already impossible to-do list. But he started small, with just a 15-minute walk every day at lunch. Within a few weeks, the change was remarkable. He said it was like turning the lights back on. The anxiety was still there, but it no longer had a stranglehold on him. He felt more in control, more energetic, and more himself. That's the power we're tapping into today. By the end of this video, you will not only understand why exercise is so incredibly effective for your mental health on a scientific level, but you will also have a toolbox of specific, actionable exercise strategies. You'll learn what they are, how they work inside your brain and body, and exactly how to integrate them into your life, no matter how busy or unmotivated you might feel right now. Crucial disclaimer: before we go any further, it's incredibly important for me to say this. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. While movement is a powerful tool, it is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. So why is movement so powerful? We often hear exercise is good for you, but what does that actually mean for our mental and emotional state? It's not just a vague idea. It's a profound biological conversation between your muscles, your hormones, and your brain. The why behind the what, your brain on exercise. Let's demystify what's happening inside your head when you move your body. Think of it as a chemical cascade of happiness. The endorphin myth and reality. For years, we've heard about the endorphin rush. Endorphins are your body's natural opioids, and while they do play a role in reducing pain, newer research suggests the mood boost comes from a more complex cocktail. Physical activity helps release a flood of neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. These are the exact same brain chemicals targeted by many antidepressant medications. Exercise, in essence, is a natural way to help your brain produce more of the very substances it needs to feel happy, regulated, and engaged. Taming the stress hormone. Cortisol. Chronic stress keeps our bodies in a constant fight-or-flight mode, flooding us with the hormone cortisol. High cortisol levels are linked to anxiety, depression, brain fog, and sleep problems. Exercise, while a form of acute physical stress, actually helps your body become more resilient to emotional stress. It helps regulate your cortisol response so that over time, your baseline stress levels decrease. It's like a training drill for your stress response system. The Miracle-Gro for your brain, BDNF. This might be the most exciting part. Exercise stimulates the production of a protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain cells. It helps grow new neurons, a process called neurogenesis, strengthens existing ones, and builds new connections, particularly in areas like the hippocampus, which is crucial for learning, memory, and mood regulation. People with depression often have lower levels of BDNF, and exercise has been shown to significantly increase it, promoting brain plasticity and helping to lift the fog of depression. Common myths and misconceptions. We need to bust. Let's clear up some common mental blocks that stop us from even starting. Myth 1, you have to do a grueling, high-intensity workout for it to count. Fact, absolutely not. Research shows that even low to moderate intensity exercise, like a brisk walk, is incredibly effective for improving mood. A Harvard study found that just 15 minutes of running or an hour of walking per day can reduce the risk of major depression by 26%. Consistency is far more important than intensity. Myth 2, you won't feel the benefits for weeks or months. Fact, while the long-term brain changes take time, the mood-boosting effects can be almost immediate. Many people report feeling calmer, less stressed, and having a clearer mind after just one session of moderate activity. This is due to that immediate release of feel-good neurotransmitters. Myth 3, exercise only helps because it's a distraction from your problems. Fact, while the distraction component can be helpful, it's the profound biological changes, the hormonal shifts, the neurotransmitter release, the increase in BDNF that create lasting improvements in mental health. It's an active intervention, not just a passive distraction. The World Health Organization has recognized the power of this connection, recommending that all adults aim for 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity activity per week to combat the risks of physical and mental illness. People who are insufficiently active have a 20% to 30% increased risk of death compared to those who get enough physical activity. Now let's get to the practical, actionable strategies. Here are 5 pillars of movement you can build into your life to balance your hormones and boost your mental health. 5 pillars of movement for mental health. Pillar 1, rhythmic aerobic exercise, the mood booster. What it is, any activity that gets your heart rate up and involves repetitive motion. Think of things like brisk walking, jogging, cycling, swimming, or dancing. Why it works. Rhythmic aerobic exercise is a champion at boosting those key neurotransmitters, serotonin and dopamine, and stimulating BDNF production. This directly combats depressive symptoms and enhances feelings of well-being. The rhythmic nature itself can be meditative, helping to calm an overactive mind and take you out of the cycle of negative thoughts that fuel anxiety and depression. How to do it. Start small. Don't aim for a marathon. Begin with a 15 to 20-minute brisk walk, 3 to 4 times a week. Use the talk test. You should be able to hold a conversation while you're doing it. If you're too breathless to talk, you're pushing too hard. If you can sing a song, you could probably pick up the pace a bit. Schedule it. Put it in your calendar like any other important appointment, a walking meeting with yourself. Real-life application. Let's think about Maria. She works from home and often feels isolated and sluggish by the afternoon. Instead of reaching for a third cup of coffee, she decides to put on her favorite upbeat playlist and have a 15-minute solo dance party in her living room. It feels silly at first, but by the end, her heart is pumping, she's smiling, and the mental fog has lifted, allowing her to tackle the rest of her day with renewed energy. Pillar 2, strength training, the resilience builder. What it is, any movement that uses resistance to build muscle strength. This doesn't just mean lifting heavy weights at the gym. It includes using resistance bands, your own body weight, like with squats, push-ups, and lunges, or lifting household items. Why it works. Strength training builds more than just muscle. It builds self-efficacy. The act of getting physically stronger has a powerful carryover effect on your mental and emotional resilience. Each time you complete a rep or increase the weight, you are sending a powerful message to your brain. I am capable. I can handle difficult things. This process is incredibly empowering and can significantly boost self-esteem and confidence. On a hormonal level, it improves insulin sensitivity, which helps regulate blood sugar and prevent the mood swings associated with energy crashes. It also reduces anxiety and improves sleep quality. How to do it? Focus on form. It's better to do 5 perfect squats than 20 sloppy ones. Watch tutorials and start without any weight. Aim for twice a week. Schedule 2 20 to 30-minute sessions per week, focusing on major muscle groups, legs, back, chest, arms. Progressive overload. The key is to challenge your muscles. Once a movement feels easy, you can add more repetitions, add a resistance band, or add a small amount of weight. Real-life application. Take James, who has struggled with low self-esteem for years. He starts with a simple goal to do one full push-up. He begins with wall push-ups, then knee push-ups. It takes him a month, but the day he finally pushes his body up off the floor is a massive victory. That feeling of accomplishment doesn't just stay in the gym, it follows him into his work presentations and social interactions, giving him a newfound sense of confidence. Pillar 3, Mind-Body Practices, the Stress Melter. What it is, practices that combine physical postures, breathing exercises, and meditation or relaxation. The most well-known are yoga, tai chi, and qigong. Why it works. These practices are masters at activating your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest system. This is the direct antidote to the fight-or-flight response. The deep, intentional breathing lowers cortisol and blood pressure, signaling to your brain that you are safe. Yoga, in particular, has been shown to stimulate glands that promote better hormonal regulation and balance. It improves your interoception, your awareness of your internal bodily sensations, which is a key skill for managing anxiety and emotional dysregulation. How to do it? Find a beginner's class online. There are thousands of free, high-quality beginner yoga or Tai Chi videos on YouTube. Look for gentle, Hatha, or Yin yoga for a slower start. Breathe first. The most important part is the breath. Even if you just sit and take 5 deep, slow belly breaths, you are practicing a core component of this pillar. No judgment. The goal is not to be perfectly flexible or balanced. The goal is to connect your breath to your movement and be present in your body. Real-life application. Sarah has a high-stress job and often comes home with her shoulders tensed up to her ears. She starts a 10-minute bedtime yoga routine focused on gentle stretching and breathing. This simple ritual becomes a clear boundary between her stressful workday and her restful evening. It helps her release the physical tension of the day, quiet her racing thoughts, and significantly improves her ability to fall asleep. Pillar 4, Green Exercise, the Nature Cure. What it is, simply any form of physical activity performed in a natural environment. This could be a hike in the woods, a walk in a city park, gardening, or even just stretching on the grass. Why it works? Ecotherapy is a powerful force. Being in nature combines the benefits of exercise with the restorative effects of the natural world. Studies show that spending time in green spaces reduces stress, anxiety, anger, and feelings of depression. It can lower blood pressure and cortisol levels almost immediately. Sunlight provides vitamin D, a deficiency of which is linked to depression, and the sheer scale and beauty of nature can inspire feelings of awe, which helps to shrink our own problems and put them in perspective. How to do it? Swap one indoor session. If you normally walk on a treadmill, take it to a local park or trail once a week. Embrace all walks. Go for a walk with the specific intention of noticing things that are beautiful, vast, or intricate. The pattern of a leaf, the color of the sky, the sound of the wind. Lunch break escape. Even 15 minutes sitting on a park bench or walking around a green space near your office can have a significant impact. Real-life application. A group of friends who usually meet for coffee decide to change their routine. Once a month, they pick a new local trail to explore together. They find that walking and talking side by side leads to deeper, more meaningful conversations than sitting across a table. They get the benefits of social connection, physical activity, and nature all at once, leaving them feeling refreshed and more connected to each other. Pillar 5, Spontaneous and Playful Movement, the Joy Igniter. What it is, breaking free from the idea of structured exercise and simply finding joy in movement. This is about play. Think hula hooping, jumping on a trampoline, playing fetch with a dog, having a spontaneous dance party, or playing a casual sport with friends. Why it works? For many of us, exercise has become a chore, another thing to check off the list. This can create resistance and suck the mental health benefits right out of it. Playful movement reconnects us to the innate joy of using our bodies. It's inherently mindful because play requires you to be present. It fosters creativity, reduces stress, and strengthens social bonds. It reminds us that movement is a celebration of what our bodies can do, not a punishment for what we ate. How to do it? Create a fun movement list. Brainstorm activities you loved as a kid. rollerblading, jumping rope. See if you can incorporate one into your week. The 5-minute rule. When you feel a slump in energy or mood, set a timer for 5 minutes and put on your favorite song. Move in any way that feels good. Schedule playtime. If you have a family, schedule 20 minutes of active play before dinner. If you live alone, call a friend and go throw a frisbee in the park. Real-life application. A family finds that the time between finishing homework and starting dinner is often filled with tension and arguments. They institute a new rule, a daily wiggle out. For 5 minutes, everyone stops what they're doing, puts on a fun song, and dances around the living room. It becomes a moment of shared laughter and connection that completely shifts the energy of their evenings. A guide to do's and don'ts. As you start this journey, it's important to approach it with the right mindset. Here are a few key do's and don'ts to guide you. DO, start small and be patient. Your goal is to build a lifelong habit, not to burn out in a week. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day is a victory. Find what you genuinely enjoy. The best exercise for you is the one you'll actually do. Experiment with different activities until you find something that makes you feel good. Listen to your body. Some days you'll have more energy than others. It's okay to take a rest day or opt for a gentle stretch instead of a run. Rest is productive. Schedule it. Protect your time for movement. It's as important as any other commitment. Track your mood, not just your metrics. Pay attention to how you feel. Notice your energy levels, your sleep quality, and your overall mood. This is the real measure of success. Don't aim for perfection. You will miss days. You will have unmotivated moments. That's normal. The goal is not an unbroken streak. It's to just get back to it the next day without judgment. Don't use exercise as punishment. Movement should be a form of self-care and respect for your body, not a way to earn food or punish yourself. Don't compare your journey to others. Everyone is starting from a different place with a different body and different challenges. Focus on your own progress. Don't ignore pain. Differentiate between the discomfort of a challenging workout and sharp, unusual pain. If something hurts, stop and consult a professional if needed. When and how to seek professional help. Movement is an incredibly powerful piece of the mental health puzzle, but it's not always the entire solution. It's crucial to recognize the signs that you may need more support. It's time to seek professional help if, despite your best efforts with exercise and other self-care strategies, your symptoms of depression, anxiety, or stress are not improving or are getting worse. Your low mood or anxiety is significantly interfering with your ability to function in your daily life, at work, in your relationships, or with basic self-care. You feel so unmotivated or exhausted that starting any form of movement feels completely impossible. You find yourself developing an unhealthy or obsessive relationship with exercise, where it becomes a source of anxiety rather than relief. You are having thoughts of harming yourself or others. If this is the case, please reach out immediately to a crisis hotline or emergency services. What does seeking help look like? It's an empowering step towards taking control of your well-being. A therapist can provide you with tools and strategies tailored to you. Therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can help you challenge negative thought patterns, and exercise can be a key part of the behavioral activation component of this treatment. For some, a combination of therapy, lifestyle changes, and medication is the most effective path forward. A doctor or psychiatrist can discuss these options with you. Remember, there is no shame in asking for help. It's a courageous and vital part of the healing process. So we've covered the science and we've laid out the 5 pillars of movement. But how do we take this knowledge and weave it into the fabric of our actual, messy, busy lives without it feeling like another overwhelming burden? Making it a lifestyle, from knowledge to habit. The key is to think about integration, not addition. Embrace movement snacks. Let go of the all or nothing mindset. You don't always need a 45-minute block. Can you do 10 minutes of stretching when you wake up? A 10-minute walk after lunch? 10 minutes of bodyweight exercises while dinner is cooking? These movement snacks add up and are incredibly effective at regulating your mood and energy throughout the day. Habit stacking. Link your new movement habit to something you already do consistently. For example, After I brush my teeth in the morning, I will do 5 minutes of yoga. Or, as soon as I hang up my last work call, I will change into my workout clothes. This removes the guesswork and decision fatigue. Redefine exercise. Broaden your definition. Gardening is exercise. Vigorously cleaning your house is exercise. Taking the stairs is exercise. Playing with your kids at the park is exercise. See movement everywhere and celebrate all of it. Any activity that gets you off the couch is a win. Practice self-compassion. This is perhaps the most important step. There will be days when you are tired, overwhelmed, or in pain. On those days, true self-care might not be pushing through a workout. It might be a gentle 5-minute stretch, or it might be giving yourself permission to rest. Beating yourself up for missing a workout is counterproductive to your mental health. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a good friend. Celebrate the small wins. The fact that you even considered going for a walk is a victory worth acknowledging. Conclusion: an empowering message. Today, we've journeyed through the incredible connection between our bodies and our minds. We've learned that exercise isn't just about physical health. It's a direct conversation with our brain chemistry. We've explored the 5 powerful pillars you can use to build a foundation of mental wellness: the mood-boosting power of aerobic exercise, the resilience-building magic of strength training, the stress-melting calm of mind-body practices, the restorative cure of green exercise, and the pure joy of playful movement. The most important takeaway is this: your body is not your enemy. It is your ally on the path to mental wellness. Every step, every stretch, every deep breath is an act of self-care. It's a way of telling yourself that you are worthy of feeling good. Healing and change are not only possible, they are within your reach. It won't always be easy, but you have the power to influence how you feel. Start small, be kind to yourself, and remember that you are not alone on this journey. You are capable of amazing things, one movement at a time. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. If this video resonated with you or taught you something new, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more content dedicated to helping you thrive. And share it with anyone who might need to hear this message. We would love to build a community of support right here in the comments. So, our question for you today is, what's one form of joyful movement you're going to try this week? Share your ideas below. You might just inspire someone else to get moving. Be well and be kind to yourself. We'll see you in the next video.